they get elected because they get up there. The people don't know shit about the government. They don't know shit about the system. They get up there and they say things that sound nice, and the people fall for it because they don't know any better. And they vote for these assholes. And well, everything they say that sounds nice, they have no intention of doing, or they make it sound nice when it's something destructive that's going to ruin their lives. Obamacare, for example. Obamacare, we're going to give everybody health care, but what it did was stuck everybody with a health insurance bill. And because that health insurance bill had to be paid by full-time by employers who had full-time employees, the full-time employees got cut to fucking part-time, and that's why everybody lost their goddamn houses. And that was the whole plan. That was the big fucking deal Joe Biden was talking about. They had just tanked the economy when they got the individual mandate passed, because now they could withhold people's tax returns, which would help people catch up on their bills if they were behind and not making enough money, or help people start up a business to make some side money. But if you didn't buy health insurance to take on this bill to pay every month, every year, all year, you wouldn't get a tax return. So, and then in the face of all that, ripping the people off, then they expanded the food stamp program and the cell phones, the free phones, the Obama phones. Hence, we had 10 million more people join the welfare ranks. That was a direct result of Obamacare. But they sold it to the people as if they were giving the people health care, when health care, health insurance, two different fucking things. And before Obamacare, everybody had free and fair access to health care. Not free as in, cost free. There was always a cost to be paid, but free as in if you like your doctor, you could keep your doctor as long as you're willing to pay for that fucking insurance. And they were able to pay for their insurance. And sure, the Affordable Health Care Act had some good things in it that actually benefited some people, like the pre-existing condition stipulation and all that. That helped people who weren't able to get decent insurance rates before. But for everybody else who that shit didn't apply to, which was the vast majority of folks who were still forced to buy insurance, that fucked us all over, fucked the economy over. One of my roommates back then was working a full-time job, got scared about the whole individual mandate and the penalties, went and signed up for Obamacare, and they filed their taxes the next year. And because their health insurance plan hadn't paid the cost. They got the plan, they signed up, but I guess they didn't pay. So the plan was still inactive or whatever, however they do that dumb shit in the marketplace. And I think they got back a couple thousand, about $2,000, $2,500 on their taxes, and they took $975 of the tax return money from them. So they only got, about a little over $1,500 out of $2,500. And if that $2,500 was, $1,000 was to pay rent and the rest was to, buy a new car, put a down payment on a car or something, well, plans now had to be put on hold. So Obamacare literally tanked the economy. And when they sold everybody the food stamp program, it's to help the poor because we're noble and we love you. And that's the socialist way. They have to create this fake emotional attachment with the people to make the people believe that they really give a fuck and they really care the way a parent would care about a child, to get the people to surrender control of all privately owned resources to the government in hopes that mommy and daddy government evenly distributes everything so we get our fair share. But the evenly distributing part never fucking happens. And this is why the Democrats keep losing, because America knows this. We're awake to this. We see the fuckery. We see the fakery, and we're tired of it. We see the lies, and there's millions of people like me on YouTube now that are speaking out about this, that are exposing that shit, exposing their con game, explaining to people that both parties are not the same, and the Republican Party is who you want to back because Democrats put on the Republican coats and join the Republican ranks so they can seize power in Republican districts. How do you think a fucking a Republican senator gets elected in blue cancer spot in Massachusetts? How the fuck did you think that happened? Because Democrats voted for him. Democrats voted for Mitt Romney. And why did Democrats vote for Mitt Romney? Because they didn't care that he had that R next to his name, because they knew when it came down to policy, he would push the Democrat world government UN policies just like they want. So they elected him.